Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Arknights. This is your host River Foxen, and sorry for the delay in the latest episode, but things are just a little bit hectic last week, and I was pretty tired and just never really found the time or motivation to record an episode. I was just too busy, but trying to make up for that by recording one now. Anyway, since the last episode, we have one new character. I have gotten Thorns. I understand he's pretty good. Don't know a whole lot else about him. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on with the next story mission, which will be Operation 5-5, Unending War. So this is a similar map to the last one, although a little bit. Let's take a look at what the last one was. Remember, this one gave me trouble. I guess it's not that similar, but it does have the same issue of not a lot of ground deployment tiles. So yeah, I'm looking at it here. Wow, so stuff comes out here. Got to defend here and here. And it looks like this, I'm assuming this bar means that nothing can walk there. I think that means that these areas are for flying units are going to be heading in that direction. So I'm going to need some anti-air snipers kind of defending this area. So that'll be interesting, because we know that I am not swimming in anti-air snipers. In fact, if we go to my main team here, like the highest leveled anti-air snipers I have are, of course, Blue Poison, who's in my regular group, and Cruz. I was looking to try and see if I could level up April or Platinum, but I didn't have a chance to get the chips I need, and I can't do it right now because that stage is closed, so I can't grind a sniper chip at the moment. So maybe next week I will have a different anti-air sniper. I mean, I don't know. Cruise isn't horrible, and of course I can grab an anti-air sniper probably. I also, based on the last mission, although now looking at the map I'm not sure, but I swapped out Myrtle for Zima only because with the kind of lack of ground deployment slots, there actually wasn't a place for me to deploy Myrtle in the last stage. So she kind of was wasted. Would have been good to have brought another Vanguard. I don't know, what are they called with this type of Vanguard? Pioneer Vanguard. Like Siege is, just because they are pretty good at holding a lane, doing damage, and generating DP all at the same time. Myrtle, of course, can generate a butt ton of DP, but can't really hold a lane because while she's generating DP, she is not blocking, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure she's too weak to really want her to be blocking anyway. So I know some people have said that I get defensive. You know, I had placed out Saria instead of, like, say, Spectre at one point. And while I get where people are coming from, that's given, looking back at that map, Spectre would have been a good deployment, simply because, I mean, she blocks, almost as much as Saria, but does a lot of damage. Saria blocks 3, Spectre, I believe, blocks 2 right now. But Saria, of course, doesn't do a lot of damage, but when I don't know what's coming up, defensively it does tend to be the way to go. Like, another reason why Saria was deployed there was actually because she is a healing a defender. I figured she could keep herself alive a little bit longer, as opposed to, Liskarm. Although I believe, I don't know, sometimes I'm a little bit, I don't know if her trigger. Sometimes I maybe I have to kind of pay attention to it next time I deploy her. But if the trigger has to be that if it has to be an ally takes damage, or if she can actually trigger her own ability, because it's automatic. And sometimes I think I may have seen it where she doesn't heal herself. You know, she will trigger if someone near her gets healed. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. I might be imagining things. But maybe I'll have to keep an eye out next time I deploy her. And, you know, Liskarm, on the other hand, probably could have... not well, I mean, if I had this ability, she could, like, stay active a bit longer. I mean, in the end, I don't believe these characters took that much damage before I got some healing out. You know, in fact, you know, I said Spectre would have been a good deployment, but I actually think that given the DP cost of Saria being 20 and my DP cost of Celtic being 20 as well, but then plus a little bit more for Monster, might have been the way to go, would have been to deploy Celtic and Monster, because, you know, Celtic would keep Monster alive, and then Monster being the second deployment would kind of get priority, attack priority. But, you know, again, these are decisions that are easy to make looking back at a map. When I don't know what's coming up, yes, I do tend to think defensively, because it's more about, you know, staying alive to see what else is coming up. You know, it's just making sure that I stay alive for as long as I can. And, you know, there has definitely been maps where that was not the way to go. I don't remember which map, but I do remember a map where, you know, there were some enemies that did so much damage that if I had, you know, if I deployed actually a Vanguard or a Sniper early on, neither one of which, like the Vanguards were dying too quick, and the Defender was not doing enough damage, and it ended up being like I had to get like a guard and a healer out, or so. I remember it was just I had to get like damage and healing out first, which was kind of a weird kind of way to go, because obviously standard is I bring out my Vanguards first, because, you know, getting DP generation first is important, and then I start, you know, building up from there. Usually Defenders I do bring in late, because usually I replace Vanguards with Defenders. But you know, given that last map, like I said, it's just not a lot of ground deployment slots, and I was worried that if I had, you know, placed a guard, and I didn't have another Vanguard, and if I had placed like a guard, I was kind of afraid they would, you know, die without support, but it ended up probably wouldn't have been the case. Anyway, let's pick a support unit. So let's see here. Now, I know I've been wanting to kind of see what W does, but I really kind of want... I don't want to depend on crews is really what it boils down to. I'm kind of thinking about if I bring Exu, then I can keep Rosmontis in my team, and you know, she can drop some damage. And so I think that is actually what I'm thinking about doing. I am going to grab Exu, because she is probably the best anti-aircraft sniper in the game. I mean, I don't know that for certain. I'm sure people will tell me I'm wrong, but that I know of, I know she's really darn good at that job. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. Operation 5-5, Unending War. Oh, there's no No story.
アーツのコントロールは
Alright,
ちゃんと
so...
できるから。
Alright, so we've got someone going left. So let me see here. I'm just trying to think about like where my healers can be deployed eventually. Because what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put Siege or Zima here. And oh, he's just gonna hang out there for a while? Oh, if I'd known that, well, maybe I would have done things a little differently. So I'm thinking as next I would put Zima here, but let's see what is coming down the pipe. And so now we've got some aircraft. Alright, so that's interesting setup. It's gonna go to one and then the other. So they're both gonna come in pretty quickly. Oh, well, that's good because she's also doing some damage onto those guys. Of course, that means that she's not generating any DP. Ooh! And she's been getting attacked. Oh. I wasn't paying attention, and now I'm going to lose her. So it's interesting that almost... Yeah, she didn't really even generate me any DP because I had the skill that is, only works when it triggers, which is when she attacks. And now these two are kind of dealing with these guys coming out of there. Let's see what's happening here. I mean, where these guys are going. Alright, I gotta think about getting some healing. I think what I should have done is I should have defended like here and here. Because then I can throw healers here and here. I mean, I can do this, but things are gonna be a little bit dicey. Let's see, let's put Zima here. Here. I want her to stay alive long enough for me to trigger her ability. And then I can replace her with a monster. Uh-oh. He's not bad.
Okay.
Alright, now we got some heavies coming.
お待ちして我に喜びを与えなさい。
Oh. Alright.
お待ちしておるこの時ゆっくりとあなた方の命を蝕みますのでちゃんと直すから。
Now I want to think about... I was thinking about where I could put Rosmontis, you know, if I could put her someplace that's raining damage here, but I do have to worry about how she can get healed. Just thinking at this point. Oh, that one was close. Alright. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I didn't have a way to kind of keep her healed while standing there. Yeah, these guys with the bomb. A little bit annoying, but luckily they... Man, I thought Exu would do more damage to those guys. I mean, we're dealing with them okay, so... Yeah, I guess this is the last one, so I think we should have done it. There we go. So that was interesting because I definitely I felt like I deployed poorly to start, but I managed to change my strategy once I realized the mistake that I'd made. So luckily it worked out. Anyway, I thought this episode was going to be a little bit longer because I thought there was going to be some story, but there isn't. So we will end up moving on with the next operation in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this Let's Play, be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell icon if you're so inclined, and I'll see you later.